Like, you can taste the difference from when shrimp are deveined and when they're not.
I could do better, I should do better, I would do better. If I don't know better, I don't know better. No one tell me better. I could have done better, should have done better, would have done better. If I don't know better, I'd have done better. No one tell me better. Yeah.
T.S.
Nah.
Alright, y'all. So, today, we're going to be doing something a little different. So, we're decided to cook today because she really can't cook. So, I'm going to be teaching everybody how to cook. But it's okay, you know, she be cooking some chicken sometimes, you know. What else do you cook?
Bro, I cook everything. I'm trying to play music.
Okay, so what's on the menu today is going to be shrimp and broccoli Alfredo. So the first, you know, you want to get all your ingredients out. I don't know what kind of seasoning you guys use, so I will show you what we have and what we're going to use. But starting off, like, you will want to lay out everything that you need. So you're going to be needing some, either you can use any type of noodles. We decided to use some spaghetti noodles that we had already opened from a previous dish that we made. Any brand of noodles is fine. These only like this HEB brand, and they were only like 87 cents, so it's really cheap. You can make a homemade base of Alfredo, but we're taking the easy way out and doing the regular ragu classic Alfredo. We got the HEB broccoli. This one was like, what, $3, and it's so huge, so that's good. Like $3 for all of this, that's really good. And we also have the shrimp, the HEB shrimp. They're gonna be like, damn, everything HEB. But we have the shrimp or whatever. These are raw because I don't prefer to cook with cooked shrimp because they start tasting rubbery. So I prefer to cook them raw because it's better. And they fresh, by the way, so that's good. This bag was $5. It comes with 31 to 40 large shrimp in here, so that's really good. All right. So that's all the things that we're gonna be using today. Oh, and we're gonna be using as well like olive oil for our noodles. But let's get started, guys. So you're gonna need a plate and a pot, and with the pot you're gonna fill it up with water. This is just gonna cook our
Noodles.
Yeah, our noodles, and she's gonna do that. But because I'm extra, I'm going to cut up some onions. And me, what helps, what usually, it just depends on if I already have the onion cut open. Like with this one, I had already used this before, so I just put it in the freezer instead of putting it in the refrigerator because the refrigerator is going to make it soggy. Also, when you put it in the freezer, it like calms down the smell, because you know how like some people when they cut onions, their eyes water. Well, mine's don't water, but it does help if you were to put your onion in the freezer for like 10-15 minutes. It'll help with the cutting and everything. So that's good.
Basically, all I did was put water in a pot, just halfway, and then I'm gonna put classic HEB olive oil, and then all I'm gonna do is just basically a cap full of olive oil. I'm just gonna pour that bad boy in there. Pow. That's it. That's my oil.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm not going to cut the whole onion because it's already cut in half, and this is a huge onion. I'm just gonna cut it like in half again, and I'll use that little piece whatever I cut. And when I use the onions, I just like using fresh vegetables and stuff because it's just better to me to get fresh vegetables rather than the vegetables that's already like, you know, mixed up in a little bag that they be having sometimes. I don't know. I just prefer to do it myself. So that's, what was it, Friday? Friday I made we cooked some lemon pasta with shrimp, and I forgot to devein them, so they was kind of tasting like they were good, but I could taste it because I know the difference. You know, like you can taste the difference from when shrimp are deveined and when they're not. I'm done cutting the onions. I just cut a little bit up. We don't need that many because I also had already cut up some, this is some bell peppers that I had already cut up and put in the freezer. So I'm gonna use some of that as well. I'm not gonna use that much, just like a handful. That'll be good. All right, y'all, so we have our shrimp. We deveined them, cut them in half or whatever. Then we have our bell peppers and onions right here. And the water's boiling, right?
Yep.
Okay, so since the water's boiling already, we're gonna go ahead and
Got the noodles.
add the noodles. And what we do with the noodles is, for one, I don't like extra long noodles because it's like too much when you trying to pick it up and it just wrap around. Like, so break them in half and we're gonna put them in the pot. I don't think that's gonna be enough, but you can start with that.
Okay.
So that's what she's about to do. I don't know if y'all can see her. But yeah. You're in one. Gonna add a little bit more in there. Now keep the rest. We didn't use that much out of this pack because we already had some left over. So we're gonna put this in the bag, in a Ziploc bag, so that we can do that. Here, babe. We're gonna use Old Bay for the shrimp.
Oh, babe.
And some crushed bell peppers just to make it spicy because we both like spicy. The minced onion is going to go in there, but not too much because we already got the regular onion. Parsley flakes, these are going to go on after we finish cooking. These parsley flakes is really just for like decor. Like it doesn't taste like anything or anything. It's just decor. And a little black pepper. That's how we're going to use. You want to season it?
No.
Because she know I'll be telling her she be seasoning too much. And while she's on that, I'm going to be getting some broccoli. So I already put the broccoli on the plate. So since she's still seasoning that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir the noodles for a little bit. And then I'm going to get a skillet so that I can start cooking the bell peppers and the onions because you want them to be cooked. And I'm going to throw in the shrimp once the noodles finish. So, y'all, so let me tell you about the dish that we made on Friday. First off, because it's lemon spaghetti, you know, it didn't have no like Alfredo or no spaghetti sauce, none of that, no tomato sauce, none of that. So it was a little dry. But honestly, I can say for it to be dry, like it was really good, right, babe? Like,
why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
it was really good, and it was like really spicy. But what it was just like spaghetti noodles with some little Parmesan cheese, with lemon. Can you put the remote down, Carmen? With some Parmesan cheese. What else I put in there? That's it, right?
Yeah. Carmen.
And then I added the shrimp in there. It was so good. It really was like dead. And then the next day, it tasted better. But it tastes like more moist the next day. I don't know why. Maybe because we put it in the refrigerator though. That's probably why. But it tasted
We
good.
had some water too.
Oh yeah, and we had a little water in there. So she's adding the onions now. Do y'all hear Carmen barking? And I don't know if y'all can see me, but I'm over here draining the noodles, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little cold water on them so they won't stick together. But make sure you drain the cold water out. Don't leave it in there.
Now I'm adding the broccoli into the green peppers and the onions.
And I'm gonna cook this on the side. Now with this, you can add milk, but you don't need it. It would be best, like after you pour this in there, you fill it up like halfway with milk, so that it can still have that creamy flavor. And make sure you lower your fire. I like 2% because it gets cold faster and it's not as thick as whole milk. So I'm gonna use 2%. Make sure your top is on there all the way. So do y'all, I don't know if y'all can see it, but do y'all see how like it's more clear down, like it's getting clear and the milk is in there? That's what you want it to look like, so that you know that it got everything. And then you're just gonna pour it in there with the other one. So she's about to drop the broccoli and bell peppers bolognese in here, so that we can cook the shrimp down. And when you cook the shrimp, add some more olive oil or butter, whichever you prefer. So she just added the shrimp in there. The shrimp's not gonna take long, it's gonna take like, it's not 1 to 2, like 5 minutes. Alright y'all, so the shrimp are done. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add it to the pot that I added the Alfredo in. So. This is going to be cooking, and since we already like just added everything together, what we're going to do now is season the Alfredo sauce. I'm going to use some Tony Saffron to season the Alfredo sauce. Tony Saffron. When it comes to seasoning, I can't specifically tell you how much because everybody's taste buds are different. Some people like pinches, some people like sprinkle, some people like drizzle. So it just depends on you. So I would say like do it little by little and just taste it as you go. Now I'm gonna add the pasta to the Alfredo sauce. Now I like mine to have a lot of noodles because that's just me. Because I like noodles. Just gonna pour it all in there. Then mix it in there, because everything is already cooked. So that's the good thing about it. The last thing we're gonna do, well, we're gonna taste it first to see how it is as far as the seasoning. And then we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese in it. What we're gonna do is add some Parmesan cheese. This is HEB very much. Okay, y'all. The pasta is finished. I'm gonna show y'all a closer look. Boom. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see it? Y'all look Carmen.
Can't even see her.
You can't? You see her? But it is finished. You guys just cooked with the Elliots. We're gonna need you guys to like, comment, and
subscribe.
Alright, if you guys want us to do another cooking video, just let us know what would you prefer us to cook. I technically can cook any fucking thing, I kid you not. Whether it's smothered, baked, fried. I can't do no barbecue though. That's up there. But if you have any suggestion of what you want me to do, bacon isn't my thing, but you know, I can try. So if you guys want that, let us know. Make sure you turn the notifications on, ring that bell. But yeah, once again, it's Shay
and T.
See you guys later. Hey, I could do better, I should do better, I would do better. If I didn't know better, I don't know better. One time me better, I could've done better, should've done better, would've done better. If I didn't know better, I'd have done better. No one tell me better.